Most people think growing healthy roses means spraying chemicals, fighting pests, and constantly fixing problems. But what if I told you the reason your roses struggle isn't what you're doing? It's what you're not planting around them. Because here's what experienced rose gardeners figured out a long time ago. The right herbs don't just look good next to roses. They actively defend them. They confuse pests, attract predators, and build a protective system that works around the clock without a single drop of chemical spray. This isn't random companion planting advice. These are the herbs that actually repel pests, prevent disease, improve airflow and soil health, and build a self-protecting system that gets stronger every season. These 7 herbs act like bodyguards for your roses, and most gardeners completely ignore them. Once you see how these herbs work together as a system, you stop gardening the hard way. Number 7, parsley, the one everyone underestimates. Parsley looks harmless. It's the herb most people grow for cooking and then completely ignore in the garden. But here's what most gardeners don't realize. Parsley does serious work as a rose companion, and it does it quietly. Parsley is one of the most effective plants for attracting hoverflies, those small bee-like insects that hover around flowers. Adult hoverflies feed on nectar and pollen, but their larvae are voracious predators of aphids. A single hoverfly larva can consume dozens of aphids per day. When you tuck parsley under and around your roses, you're creating habitat for one of the most effective natural aphid control systems available. The key is allowing parsley to flower. Most gardeners harvest parsley before it bolts, but for companion planting purposes, letting some plants go to flower is exactly what you want. The small, flat-topped flower clusters are perfectly designed for hoverflies and other beneficial insects to access nectar. A few flowering parsley plants tucked under your rose bushes become a hidden support system that works continuously through the growing season. Parsley also grows low and compact, which makes it ideal for planting directly beneath rose bushes without competing for light or space. Think of it as a living mulch layer that simultaneously attracts beneficial insects and fills the ground-level space where weeds would otherwise establish. Here's the quick takeaway. Parsley is the quietest plant on this list, but it delivers one of the biggest impacts over time. Plant it close, let some of it flower, and let the hoverflies do the rest. Number 6, chives, the aphid barrier. Chives smell mild to you, but to aphids, they're repulsive, and that difference is exactly what makes chives one of the most effective and low-effort pest deterrents you can plant around roses. Chives belong to the allium family, the same family as garlic and onions, and all alliums contain sulfur compounds that repel a wide range of garden pests. Aphids, in particular, find the scent of chives deeply unappealing. When you plant chives as a border around your rose beds, you're creating an olfactory barrier that makes your roses significantly harder for aphids to locate. But chives don't just repel pests. There's also evidence that their sulfur compounds have mild antifungal properties that may help reduce fungal disease pressure in the surrounding soil. Chives are also one of the easiest plants on this list to grow. They're perennial, returning reliably every spring. They're drought-tolerant once established. They require almost no maintenance beyond occasional division every few years. And their purple globe-shaped flowers in late spring are genuinely beautiful, attractive to bees and beneficial insects while adding color to the rose border. Plant chives in a continuous border around your rose beds, spacing plants 6 to 8 inches apart. This creates a consistent barrier rather than isolated pockets of protection. The more complete the border, the more effective the deterrent. Number 5, rosemary, the fragrant shield. Rosemary has a strong, distinctive scent that most people find pleasant, but to the insects that target roses, particularly aphids, spider mites, and certain beetles, that scent is overwhelming and disorienting. And that's precisely why rosemary works so well as a rose companion. The aromatic oils in rosemary foliage, primarily camphor, cineole, and borneol, are released continuously into the surrounding air. These compounds confuse insects that navigate by smell, making it significantly harder for them to locate and identify nearby rose plants. Roses planted near rosemary essentially become invisible to pests that hunt by scent. The rosemary's fragrance dominates the immediate environment, masking the attractive scent of rose foliage and blooms. Beyond pest deterrence, rosemary's oils also have a protective effect at the soil level. The compounds that fall from rosemary foliage and accumulate in the soil around the plant plant have mild antimicrobial properties that can reduce certain soil-borne pathogens. Rosemary protects your roses both above and below ground simultaneously. There's also a practical advantage that makes rosemary particularly valuable. It's drought tolerant. Once established, rosemary requires very little water, which means it won't compete aggressively with roses for moisture during dry spells. It thrives in the same full sun, well-drained conditions that roses prefer, making it a genuinely compatible companion rather than just a beneficial one. Plant rosemary on the sunny side of your rose bushes where it receives maximum light. Upright varieties like Tuscan Blue or Miss Jessup's Upright work well as mid-border plants, while prostrate varieties can be used as ground-level companions. Rosemary delivers a fragrant, invisible shield that protects your roses from pests while requiring almost no maintenance in return. Number 4, thyme, the ground-level defense. Most people ignore what's happening at soil level in their rose gardens. They focus on the canes, the leaves, the blooms, everything above ground. But the ground level is where some of the most important battles in your garden are fought. And thyme is the herb that wins those battles. Thyme grows as a low, spreading mat that covers the soil surface around rose bushes. This living mulch layer does several things simultaneously. It suppresses weed growth by blocking light from reaching the soil surface. It retains soil moisture by reducing evaporation, and it improves the microclimate around rose roots by moderating soil temperature fluctuations. Thyme addresses 3 of the most common stressors that weaken roses and make them more vulnerable to pest attack. But thyme's most important contribution is what it doesn't do. It doesn't compete with roses. Thyme has a shallow, fibrous root system that occupies a completely different soil zone than rose roots. Roses feed from the upper 12 to 18 inches of soil, while thyme's roots stay in the top 2 to 3 inches. Thyme fills the ground-level space around roses without stealing the water and nutrients that roses need. The aromatic oils in thyme foliage also have pest deterrent properties, particularly against certain flying insects. Plant thyme directly around the base of rose bushes, allowing it to spread naturally and fill the ground-level space. Varieties like creeping thyme or woolly thyme work particularly well as living mulch. Thyme transforms the neglected ground level of your rose garden into an active line of defense that works continuously without any effort from you. If you're realizing your roses don't need more products, they need better companions, hit like and stick with me. Because the top 3 herbs on this list are where things really change. Number 3, sage, the double agent. Sage is where the strategy of companion planting gets genuinely sophisticated. Because sage doesn't just do one thing for your roses, it does 2 completely different things simultaneously, working as both a pest repellent and a beneficial insect attractor at the same time. The strong, camphor-rich scent of sage foliage repels a wide range of common rose pests, including aphids, flea beetles, and certain caterpillar species. Like rosemary, sage releases aromatic compounds continuously that confuse and deter insects navigating by smell. But sage's flowers tell a completely different story. When sage blooms, producing tall spikes of purple, blue, or white flowers in late spring and summer, it becomes one of the most attractive nectar sources in the garden for beneficial predatory insects. Parasitic wasps, predatory beetles, and hoverflies all visit sage flowers for nectar. These are the insects that hunt and kill the pests attacking your roses. Sage simultaneously repels pests with its foliage and recruits their predators with its flowers. This is where ecosystem thinking really clicks. You stop reacting to pest problems and start preventing them. The sage is doing both jobs at once, pushing pests away while pulling in the insects that hunt them. Sage is one of the most strategically valuable herbs on this entire list, delivering dual protection that no single action plant can match. Plant sage in clusters near your rose bushes, allowing it to reach flowering size. Don't deadhead the flowers. Those blooms are doing critical work attracting beneficial insects. Number 2, garlic, the underground weapon. This one works where you can't see it, and that's exactly what makes it so powerful. Garlic is one of the most potent pest deterrents in the plant kingdom, and experienced gardeners have used it as a rose companion for generations. The sulfur compounds in garlic, the same compounds that give it its pungent smell, are released from the roots into the surrounding soil as the plant grows. The soil around garlic-planted roses becomes inhospitable to a wide range of soil-dwelling pests and pathogens. Above ground, garlic's scent repels aphids, Japanese beetles, spider mites, and even larger pests like deer and rabbits. The smell is simply too intense and disorienting for these pests to navigate through comfortably. Garlic creates a protective zone around your roses that works both above and below the soil surface simultaneously. But here's the underground benefit that most gardeners don't know about. Garlic has genuine antifungal properties in the soil. The sulfur compounds released by garlic roots can inhibit the growth of certain soil-borne fungal pathogens, including some of the fungi responsible for rose diseases. Planting garlic near roses doesn't just deter pests, it actively improves the health of the soil ecosystem that your roses depend on. This is an old gardener's trick that has been passed down through generations of rose growers. Plant garlic cloves 3 inches deep around your rose bushes in fall, spacing them 8 to 10 inches apart. They'll establish roots through winter and emerge in spring, providing protection through the entire growing season. Garlic becomes your underground weapon, invisible, continuous, and remarkably effective. But if you plant one thing from this entire list, make it this, our final herb. It adds something none of the others can match. Number 1, lavender, the all-star bodyguard. Lavender is the single most effective herb companion for roses, and experienced gardeners who know this plant well will tell you the same thing. Once you plant lavender next to your roses, you won't garden without it again. Here's why lavender earns the top position. It repels the pests that damage roses. Aphids, moths, fleas, and certain beetles find lavender's aromatic oils deeply repellent. At the same time, it attracts the beneficial insects that protect roses. Bees, butterflies, hoverflies, and parasitic wasps are drawn to lavender's purple flower spikes from considerable distances. Lavender simultaneously pushes pests away and pulls in their predators, creating a protective zone around your roses that works continuously from the moment it blooms until the last flower fades. But lavender's most underappreciated benefit is what it does for airflow. Lavender's upright, open growth habit improves air circulation around the base of rose bushes. Poor airflow is one of the primary conditions that allows fungal diseases like black spot and powdery mildew to establish and spread. Lavender's physical presence in the garden actively reduces disease pressure by improving the microclimate around your roses. And then there's the visual payoff. The combination of lavender and roses is one of the most celebrated pairings in garden design. The soft purple of lavender spikes against the layered petals of roses creates a display that stops people in their tracks. Plant lavender 18 to 24 inches from the base of your rose bushes on the sunny side. Choose varieties like Hidcote or Munstead for compact growth, or Provence for larger, more dramatic specimens. Lavender becomes the cornerstone of your rose companion planting system, the all-star bodyguard that repels, attracts, improves airflow, and looks spectacular doing all of it. And here's what most people get wrong after watching a video like this. They plant one of these herbs and expect magic. But this only works when you build the system. When you plant these 7 herbs together around your roses, you're not just adding plants. You're building a garden that defends itself, feeds itself, and actually gets stronger over time. That's the difference between struggling with roses and having them thrive. Not more chemicals, not more products. A better system. Which one are you already using in your rose garden? And which one are you adding first this season? I read every comment, and some of the best ideas in this community come from you. Let me know below. If you found this helpful and want to build a rose garden that defends itself naturally, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with fellow rose gardeners who are tired of fighting pests with chemicals. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching and being part of our growing community. Until next time, happy gardening.